I will.
The new secretary is Anushri Dareshwar. Can the Zoom master spotlight Rishi Agarwal? Rishi, the duties of the Vice President Public Relations are to promote the club to the local media, spread the word about membership programs, and attend Toastmaster events. Rishi, keeping your right hand on your chest, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability? You're on mute.
Yes, I will.
Thank you. The new Vice President Public Relations, Rishi Agarwal. Can the Zoom master spotlight Prashant Gupta?
I'm very much there.
Great. Prashant Gupta, as the Vice President membership, your duties are to conduct ongoing membership building programs, explain the educational program to prospective members, and to ask them to join and follow up on new members and absent members. Prashant, keeping your right hand on your chest, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
The new Vice President membership, Prashant Gupta. Can the Zoom master spotlight Gauram Chandrana? Gauram?
Yep.
Yeah, are you spotlighted?
Now.
Great. The duties of the Vice President Education are to plan successful meetings to help members achieve their educational goals, orient new members to the Toastmasters program as soon as they join, and monitor members' progress. Gauram, keeping your right hand on your chest, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
The new Vice President Education, Gauram Chandrana. Can the Zoom masters please spotlight Kusuma Rao? Kusuma, having been elected the president of Eloquent Elites Toastmasters Club, you are the chief executive officer and will be expected to preside at all club meetings and at all regular and special meetings of the executive committee. It's your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It is also your challenge to see that your club helps the area, the division, the district, and the Toastmasters International to meet their goals. Kusuma, this position is a symbol of power and authority given to you by your membership of this club. Use it wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team and a leader too. A team is more than a collection of its people. It's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all members with a common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy and a dynamic club, a club of which everyone will be proud of. Keeping your right hand on your chest, will you, as the president of this club, accept this challenge and perform the duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
The new president of the club, Kusuma D. Rao. Will all the members of Eloquent Elites Toastmasters Club please keep your right hand on your chest, and after I say the oath, will all of you say together, "We will." The growth and development of Toastmasters program in Eloquent Elites Toastmasters Club depends largely upon the action of this group. On your honor, as members of Toastmasters, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club, live with it, and work with it throughout the coming year?
We will.
We
Yes,
will.
we will.
Yes, we
We
will.
will.
We will.
I formally now close the installation ceremony of Eloquent Elites Toastmasters Club. It was a pleasure installing all the officers. I now hand it over to the incoming president of Eloquent Toastmasters Club, Madam President Kusuma D. Rao. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you, Vivek. Uh, a very warm welcome to our respected chief guest, Aaron, guest of honor, distinguished Toastmaster Brilliant, guest of honor, PDG Harjit Singh, area director Vivek, fellow Toastmasters and fellow Rotarians. This is a moment of great honor and privilege to take the leadership of this newly chartered club. Toastmasters International is a non-government educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through a wide network of clubs. The tagline says it all, where leaders are made. This is totally in alignment with our Rotary philosophy, as Rotary too trains our members to become the best leaders. This is a historical moment indeed, when two most popular international clubs have come together for a common cause. Friends, we have made history by being the charter members of a new club, and most importantly, being the first club to be partnered by the Rotary District 3141. It is also our pleasure to acknowledge the role played by the Rotary Club of Mumbai Elite to help us in setting up Eloquent Elites. The Toastmasters Club is a great platform for improving our communication skills, building up our confidence, and tapping the talent in us. We will definitely put all our efforts to live up to the philosophy of Toastmasters International. We have had quite a few icebreaker sessions that have predicted great potential of our speakers. I can assure you all that I shall try my best to bring accolades and prestige to our club. In fact, I am very proud to share with you all that today one of our members, Girish Mittal, was also awarded the best table topic speaker today, and he will be representing B5. Our sincere gratitude to distinguished Toastmaster Brilliant and Area Director Toastmaster B.R. Vivek, who have been instrumental in giving direction to our club. We have interacted with them from the time they've introduced us to Toastmasters International and lit the fire of learning. They have been available whenever and wherever we have needed their assistance. A heartfelt thank you to our founder, Rotarian cum Toastmaster, Girija Deshpande, for the effort and hard work she has put to get the club going. With humility, pride, and a deep sense of commitment, I hereby accept the responsibility of the post of President of Eloquent Elites Club. Thank you.
Thank you
Mayuri.
to MC.
Over to Mayuri. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Kusuma. Thank you, Charter President of the Club, Toastmaster Kusuma. It was we were delighted to hear you. And I would like to introduce, I would like to give a formal introduction to you. Charter President, Madam Kusuma Rao, is an LLB graduate from Government Law College, Mumbai. A banker by profession and an entrepreneur by passion, she runs a design school in Mumbai. The need to return to society made her a Rotarian, and her love for learning new skills brought her to Toastmasters, and we are very glad for that. So dear friends, All of you are distinguished professionals with extremely busy schedules, and yet you committed yourselves to the worthy pursuit of Toastmasters. I congratulate all of you for taking this journey together, and let's make it a fun filled one. I can only think of a fitting proverb that says, push yourself as no one else can do it for you. But at Toastmasters, we can always nudge each other. So, congratulations to all the office bearers, and a note of thanks to all the special guests here and all the invitees and guests for gracing this occasion. I hope you all had a great time and have a wonderful evening ahead. I request all the Toastmasters of Eloquent Elite to stay back for the orientation program, and guests who are keen to learn more about the Toastmasters are welcome to stay back for the orientation. It'll go until 9:30 p.m. Over to Charter President Kusuma Rao.
Before we begin, can we have all the Club XCOM members spotlighted so that we can take one group picture in the virtual world?
Yash Mittal is not.
Not in XCOM.
Yeah, exactly. But Prashant.
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, okay.
One more person.
Who's it?
Prashant needs to be
Prashant
spotlighted.
is-
Prashant.
Prashant is
His
not
video-
spotlighted. That's what I'm looking for.
No, his video may be off. So
I'm very much around, guys.
Yeah, that's what we are looking for.
The video is on.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
says video is on.
okay, and this photo needs you to smile. So put on your best. So ready, steady,
Yes.
smile, Prashant.
Who's clicking the picture?
Done, done, done.
Done. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, dear Toastmasters of Eloquent Elites, our next meeting will be on Tuesday, 13th April at 7:30 p.m. As you know, the slots are all full, so expecting fantastic speeches from everyone on 13th. Thank you. And now we can adjourn for the day.
Before we close, can I say something? We had special guest DTM Krishna Raj from Singapore. PDG Vijay Jalan was there. Toastmaster Arvind Nair, who's a very senior person, has come over here. We had Rotarian co-presidents Urmila, Kavita. Then we have Yogeshji, Navalji, Sanjay, and Farida from our earlier club, Rotary Club of Bombay Powai. So welcome all of you. We have Kalpana Dareshwar here, who's a president's sister. So well, and also treasurer's, our secretary's mother. So welcome every one of you and all the other dignitaries and guests who've come over. Thank you so much. Yes. Brilliant. You have something to say? Okay. So
I was just trying to find out how Arvind's hair became so white. Then I realized it's the wall.
okay. Okay. So now we can start our orientation, right? We are
Yeah,
starting our
Vivek.
orientation. Yes. Yes.
Vivek, I think, has gone to change.
No, I'm very much here. I'm very much here.
Over to
I just
happened?
removed my blazer. That's all. I'm very much here.
Was complaining
hot.
about the heat in
Hyderabad. Correct.
Hyderabad. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So can we orient them on the pathways program?
Yeah.
All right. So I will probably go live and show it. Give me a moment. Billion, I can go to the website and show it, right?
yeah, that will be easier.
Yeah.
And
So I'll just project my screen. Am I the co-host? Yeah, I'm able to share. I'm sure all of you are able to see my screen now. This is the Toastmasters screen where let me start off from the beginning. You all would have got a username password, which you all will know it. So what you do is once you enter into the toastmasters.org website, you can log in with your username and password, which would have come to the email ID where you had registered for Toastmasters in the how do you call it, the club roster. So you log in, and you also have an option to change your password. Since I am a member existing, the option is not coming. I have to go to the profile and see. Now what all of you will do, the first thing all of you have to do is to get yourself registered in Pathways. Now this is an excellent website, I will tell you. There's a lot of stuff for you to learn. The first thing what you will do is you'll go to Pathways and you will choose a path. And when you choose a path, you have a lot of options which will come up. You can choose the language English, and then you have to go and say, for example, you want to select a path. You can compare whether digital or print. Now presently you can have it only as digital. Let's not have print because print is going to cost you extra $25. So now select digital resources. You can select the digital resources. And how would you like to select? There are two options where you can select a path. Number one, you can have a good read of all the paths and see which one is good for you. That's one way. Or for example, you can ask your mentor or experienced Toastmasters and check how the path is going on. Which path is good for your career? You can choose that. Else, you have an assessment where you have to answer a set of 20 questions in the website. So once you take this assessment, you will get an option of 3 paths which the AI, the artificial intelligence of the Toastmasters website throws out with you. See, for example, Gaurang says that his focus area is on leadership, and his work culture is that he travels a lot and he answers a set of questions. So for Gaurang, the options might be dynamic leadership, strategic learning, and say persuasive influence. Now he can see what are those pathways all about. He can get to know about it, and he can choose any one of those paths. Suppose if he is not liking any of these 3 paths, he can still go beyond the AI of Toastmasters International website and select a path. So that's an option even in the taken assessment. So I prefer and I would urge every member to take the assessment. It will help you to know what are those top 3 paths which is recommended for you. And still, if you don't like, you can go and select your path. Now, what I did for my dynamic leadership is I had taken an assessment. And when I took the second path, which is the persuasive influence, I knew that I wanted to take only persuasive influence. And so I directly went into view the path options. So when you continue with view the path options for me, you can see so many paths which are available. Presentation mastery, dynamic leadership, effective coaching. So suppose if somebody wants to take effective coaching. So let's take Girija wants to take effective coaching. Now she goes and presses on that plus button, and there is a complete description about effective coaching. And she can also go inside and check what all levels are there. So every pathway will have 5 levels. So what will happen in level 1? What will happen in level 2? And from level 3, the path gets separated. So level 1 and level 2 is almost common for all the paths, almost common. From level 3, the individualism of the path starts. So you will have elective projects which will start from level 3. And in level 3, these are the set of electives which are available for you to select from. So it's not that you have to give a speech on all the electives. You can probably choose any 2 of these electives and speak. However, I have found a lot of enthusiastic Toastmasters. They go beyond 2 electives because they have already finished a path and they are in another path and there is no time limit to it. So just to continue, they keep giving 2 or more electives. So ideally, I have counted there are around, I think, 17 speeches to finish one pathway. The moment you finish 5 levels, you will be able to finish off all these 5, one pathway. Now that you know this, let's go back and so I have chosen, so let's go down. I've chosen select effective coaching. Once I've chosen effective coaching and I continue. Yeah, let's see if I continue. Now I have selected effective coaching and I once again continue. Yeah, let's see what happens to my. Now I am a existing member and I have already chosen a path and there was a free path given by Toastmasters till 31st March. I have also used that. That's why for me, if I have to buy another path, which is $20. But for you all who are new members, you don't have to use that. It is enough if you press that path and you will immediately be enrolled in the pathways. So there is no charge for you. Now, having enrolled for pathways, what do you do next? Now, you go to pathways. The crux of the entire path, the journey of Toastmasters for you is going to be the base camp. So go to base camp. After you have chosen the path, you will get to know which path have you chosen. So let's take, for example, look at this for me. I chose persuasive influence. So my path, persuasive influence, is visible for me. I have also chosen visionary communication, which was a free path. So I will also check how visionary communication starts for me. Now, I'm not going to show you persuasive influence because I have already completed my level 5 and my second speech. So I am equivalent to all of you in visionary communication. I am also new. So let me see, as a newcomer, what do I do? So visionary communication is my path and I open the curriculum. So in the open curriculum, I can see that my path completion status presently is 0%. So how do I start my journey? I know that in level 1, my first icebreaker, my first speech is my icebreaker and I launch the project. The moment I launch the project, kindly ensure that in your laptop, you enable pop-ups because the entire pathways manual runs on pop-ups. The moment I pressed launch, a pop-up came up. Now this is my level 1 project and I click on begin. So the moment I begin, you have a lot of things to read. You can keep pressing the right arrow or you can go back to the left arrow. You can read a lot of stuff. Or you can also use this drop-down list and you can read your introduction of the speech, what's your assignment all about, and you have to take a before access your skill sets. So let me take this test. Let's say, suppose I am confident and calm when speaking in groups. I really doubt. I understand the structure of the basis of the speech. Almost I'm okay. I am aware of my strengths as a communicator and a leader. So this one, I am looking at it as though I am a newcomer, not as though I have finished a path. So I'm still doubtful about it. I am aware of where I need to improve my communications. I am saying absolutely not. I really don't know. That's why I joined Toastmasters. I have a clear communication and leadership goals. I am a confused guy. I really don't know about it. And finally, I recognize how this project applies to my life outside the Toastmasters. This is my first project, so I'm quite doubtful about it. And I press submit. So the feedback got collected. Now, after that, what has happened? You can read your competencies. You can see what all videos are there on how to deliver an icebreaker speech. How do you set up your goals? How do you prepare? And after that comes, after your speech, post delivery of your speech, how are you planning to, where were you? So you will again have to take up this, assess your skills after your speech. Now, one important thing what you can all do is, there's an easy one. You can go to print my project. I think print my project does not come for the first speech. Let me check your assignment. What's your assignment? Does it? Yeah. So here comes project checklist. You can download it. Everything is downloadable. So you can prepare downloadable sheets and you can keep it here. And before you start your speech, please go to your evaluation, print my project, your entire project. So even if you are offline, you can read it. Not that you have to be in online always. Your entire project is available for you. And most importantly, please print your evaluation resource. Please download your evaluation resource. So you can, this is editable. Once you download it, this is editable. And you can always send it to the speech evaluator before the meeting. So once your slot is finalized by your Vice President Education, you can very well go, you can download this, fill it up and send it to your evaluator. Your evaluator will send it, you will fill it and send it back to you. You don't have to upload it anywhere. You can always keep it on your records. You can always use it. And after your speech is over, say for example, I'm just going to show you all. I will do this later, but I'm going to just show you all. So I am much confident now than what I was before. So I'm just pressing all these buttons. Yeah, so I'm taking up this test. I am quite confident and I know my leadership goals. I'm completing my evaluation. Now look at this. You will be able to see before what was your score and after what was your score. And finally, you will get this message. Congratulations, you have completed this project. You are now ready to advance to the next project of your pathways. So now let me refresh this page and see what happens. Look at this. So I finished my one project. So my percentage completion is 5%. So now that's how you proceed to the next level, to next level, to next level. So let me just show you presently where am I in my persuasive influence. Just give me a moment. I think it's, yeah. So in persuasive influence, I have reached level 5. This is how it will look. So I have finished 67% of this path. So in front of you, let me do this. I had taken up high performance leadership, which was my first project. There's one more speech to go for me, which I will be delivering it shortly to finish off the level 5. So I have gone inside this. Let me show you live what I had done already, and it will show you what has happened to you. Yeah. So the Vice President Education has a key role here. So what happens is that, so let me go to assess after the skills. So I can build a team with skills necessary to complete the projects. I have motivate the members to recycle the cycle. Okay. I can develop a plan to set off goals. All right. Then I can effectively delegate tasks to team members. I am a bit doubtful still because that's how my evaluator had also commented. I'm comfortable supporting teams to whom I have delegated tasks. Yeah, I am confident that I can lead a team. And finally, I recognize this project that applies to life outside Toastmasters and I submit. So look at this. This is how I had done before. I think I had not done before. I have forgotten. I will do it right away. And after. So the moment I press this, I have finished this particular project. So let me go back and let me check if this gets, yeah. So 73% is over. I have to finish one more part. And the moment, let me just show you in level 4 what had happened. Now in level 4, when you see this view certificate, this is because my Vice President Education has approved my speech. And that's why I am able to view this certificate. Else it used to come mark complete. The moment I press mark complete, a mail gets triggered and goes to the Vice President Education. And the base camp of the Vice President Education and the president of the club looks a bit different. How it would look is, it will not look like, for me, it's only go to the base camp. Now, for me, I will have only one option. I can go to the base camp only as a member. But for Vice President Education and the president, you will have two options. It will go as sign in as a member or sign in as your role holder. So the moment you sign in as a roll holder, you can check which all members completion status has come to as a request. So the moment it comes as a request, you can go and approve it. So for example, look at this. For me, I am going to go to Basecamp. So I am not an XCOM member. So it directly comes to this page. For a Vice President Education, you will have 2 points which will come up. And that's how the Vice President Education completes the path. So I pause on a moment here and take some questions before we end up the session. Any questions? Anybody? Anyone? Or Brilliant or anyone who wants to add which I missed out? Or when anyone wants to add?
Sure. Vivek, with your permission, if there
Yeah.
are no questions, I'll like to bring in some amount of, I would say, clarification in the project levels so that it's easier for you to understand. And we are all people who believe in collaboration and co-creation. So what I'm sharing with you is not my creation, but someone has taken the efforts to put it down in the form of a document. They have not aligned themselves to the brand color, so don't get into the brand. I'm here only to share the aspects that is important for you. I apologize that I couldn't convert it into a brand compliant document, but I found it very interesting and I thought I should share it with you. Vivek has already shared about how it is. So few things I would like to let you know very clearly is one, this is all about self-assessment. Okay, so don't try to fool anyone else, because end of the day, if you really want to benefit from the program, you need to assess yourself in a manner based on what is the project objective guidelines that have been identified. I can rate myself 5 on all when I start, when I end. So literally I'm saying I don't have anything to learn, I'm just doing it for the sake of saying doing it. But if you invest, as I said earlier also, invest in the program, understanding what is required. We are all good, I am not debating that at any point of time, but what is important is for us to move to a level which is better and probably become the best. And it's not about comparing what Vivek did to what I would do or what Girija would want to do or Gaurang would want to do. It's about what I want to do now and what I'm expecting to do in the future, immediate future. So please assess the self-assessment. It's all based on the one core value for Toastmasters, that is integrity. So my dear friends, do not worry about CLKK. And if you're wondering what is CLKK, it is Char Log Kya Kahenge. I can rate myself as 1 in certain parameters. That is okay, because I know what is it that I need to improve upon. I know what is the area that I want to work on and move forward. This program is successful because it doesn't have a monitor in the form of a teacher or an instructor saying that you do this, you do this, you do that. Even the evaluators will let you know what is the area for improvement, and it's up to you to incorporate that. So don't get hassled about by what someone said. So there may be instances where someone may literally strip people down saying, yeah, everything is wrong. That is okay, that's his or her viewpoint. Don't get worried about that. There would be instances where you may feel a bit uncomfortable, but go back to your mentor. If you've recorded your speech, share it with your mentor, let them go through it and they'll give you the right kind of feedback, right? It's never a perfect world for any of us. So let's believe that we have scope to improve and work on. And as I said, this is something very interesting. Ignore the colors, please. I know I personally don't like the colors that are seen on the screen because it's too gaudy for me and my liking. But if you look at how this person has done is, this person has identified all the elements that are required in the project and has mapped it to levels. So for level 1, as Vivek mentioned, everything is about the icebreaker. It's about you. And a question that gets asked each time is, Arey yaar, how many times can I introduce yourself? So I have a simple answer to that. I am just about 18 years old. If I take 1 minute for every year of my life, that still is 18 minutes of speech, but that is not enough, right? So 18 years plus 18 years of experience is what we need to add. So you have so many stories, so many aspects of your persona that you can share, that your icebreaker each time can be different and unique. And it is critical for you to bring in that difference. Otherwise, you are just saying, I am Girija, I am this, I am this, I am this each time. So you're not actually changing or trying to bring in an element where a person, I would not say exposes, but shares about who I am as a personality. And that is the beauty about the icebreaker. I have found it so many, I have found it so much of a challenge that I decided to do a reverse, saying, first time around I started with my birth. So about 4 or 5 times later, I said I'll start with my son's birth. So I'm taking a different turn. So every element is a beautiful story that you have to say. Then we come to level 2, which is all about understanding. And if you see the beauty, it is like a staircase. You step on each level, become, I would not say proficient, I would say you become successful, because proficient again can put a question mark, but that's how Toastmasters would say that you're proficient at level 1, level 2. But I would say you're successful in completing this project, and you move to the next level. The first level is the basic, which is just breaking ice. Second level is understanding your style. It could be your leadership style on the projects. Now there is a very interesting path, which is the 11th path, which was added, called as engaging humor. All those who wish to have a career in stand-up comedy or want to test your skills at being witty and humorous, I would encourage you to take this path. It is a tough path. It is very difficult. It's not easy to make others laugh. It's okay that you can crack one or two jokes, but when you go through the details of the project, you will realize, oh wow, it's a lot of work, right? So most of these are very similar about understanding. Then comes the level 3, which is an important milestone. It's like reaching almost midway through your journey of pathways. And this is where you look at seeing how are you becoming better at what you already know. So you've broken ice, you realize something, and then it's like each layer of the foundation, it solidifies. Once it is solidified, it becomes easier for you to put on to the next level. So there are different requirements of each project. This is where everything starts to become different based on the path that you have selected. So please be sure of knowing which path you have taken. One of the mistakes that I have frequently seen people do is take one speech and put it as a one size fits all solution for everyone, which is not what is encouraged. Yes, it can be done, but end of it, what are you achieving out of it? If you really want to try and test certain aspects of your communication, of your comfort, this is where you need to explore and experiment. Then comes level 4, which is like, okay, now what do I do? It is critical for me to make sure that I am doing things out of my comfort zone. This is where I will be challenged in terms of projects to do aspects like managing change, improvement through positive coaching. All of these projects will require a lot of effort. There is a checklist provided. Vivek just showed you there is a project checklist at the start which you can download to understand what it is. I know it sounds very difficult, but it is not. What I will be doing is I'll be sharing these documents with the team. You can share it with your club members so they can understand and decide. You can take the assessment and go with what you feel is suited for you based on the assessment results, or you may choose a path which you feel will help you. Then comes level 5, which you say that you have mastered everything. So you start with making an effort to mastering that particular path. This is where the entire scenario changes, where you will find aspects where you may find yourself completely out of your comfort zone, saying that, oh, you have to do a project. Now doing a project will mean that you need to plan your resources, have a team that will advise you, you put out a plan, execute a plan, review it, make sure once it is completed, you close the project as well. It is very similar to what we used to do in the management college projects, where you need to do everything by your own. At the same time, you will have a team, but remember, the team may or may not really directly contribute to it. It is you who have to make sure it is successful. Vivek spoke about electives. Now, depending upon the project that you have selected, the path that you have selected, there are some fantastic electives that are available, and it ranges from what we call as doing small things like setting up your entire social media presence, creating a podcast, or working with a presentation software. Now, a presentation software could either be PowerPoint, some of them use Prezi. It's purely up to you what you're using. It's about how effectively you can use that. Then there is a project which will help test your networking skills. How can you do that? Testing on vocal variety. Can you do a project which tests your vocal variety, where you have dialogues, you have emotions? It is all about exploring. My suggestion is, while there are minimum requirements in the project, you may complete the minimum requirements, but come back and try to finish the others as well, because it will give you a wonderful aspect of learning in terms of the what we call as the elective projects. Any questions at this point of time? I'll move to the next part. Okay, I'll show you this. Hope you are able to see the screen. Sorry, it's not a presentation, so it's a bit. You able to see it now? Each of these projects have been classified in terms of what you do. Level 1 is about mastering the fundamentals. As I said, you take your first step, understanding what your style is, increasing your knowledge, building skills, and demonstrating expertise, which means that you become a master. So these are the gradual steps that you will climb when you do these projects. Now, every project has something called as reflect on your path. Once you finish all the 5 levels, you go back and look at what are the key learnings you have had in this journey. And if you are able to do that, nothing like it. I mean, as I said, it's not about saying I am 5 on 5. It's about saying I was at a 3 or I was at a 4. Now I feel I can be at 5, or I was at a 3. Now I feel I can move to a 4. Many documentation is many documents are available across, and as I said, this is a collaborative effort. So people have been so kind to create these metrics. For example, Mr. A. Chilsom from District 112 created this matrix where R says required and E says elective. So he's created a matrix which helps us understand which project needs what. Okay, E means an elective. So if you're thinking about active listening, connecting with storytelling, connect with your audience, using visual aids, social speeches, body language, inspiring the audience, know your sense of humor, using presentation software, everything is there. So it's the beauty of the program that we work by supporting each other. So if you find something interesting which you can create, please make sure that you do it. As I said, standards are set by norms, but there is always a better way to do things, and sometimes that is the difference that can help fellow members in your club and outside. So this is as simple as it can get. It is not complicated. It's all about trying to navigate it effectively. Simple suggestion that I said to the leaders before the session started was read the manuals. Once you read the manuals, read the objectives, a lot of things will be clear. Even after that, if you feel there is a need for you to look at understanding it better, reach out to a mentor. My suggestion would be that if you have experienced people in the club, you can reach out to them for support. If you feel you need support from outside members, we can facilitate that, so that when you start, at least for the initial projects, you have some sort of a guidance. It is not a mandate that you need to go back to your mentors every time. Personally, I still go back to my mentor after 12 years just to make sure that my understanding is aligned, because at times we get so blinded by the path that we are following that we believe that we do it always the right way. So there is a possibility that we may need to move left, but we are only moving right. So mentors always help, until and unless they change the role and become tormentors. The time they become tormentors, you can decide to disconnect that relationship and work with someone who's positive, because end of the day it's about building trust, building openness, and making sure that your journey is a non-invasive journey. It's not my requirement for you to become better, it's your requirement to become better. Yeah, over to you, Vivek.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Open to questions, queries.
It was so explained so well. I think we should start doing it. Then probably we will get the doubts.
Correct.
So what we will do is probably, we'll ask members to do it by themselves. Otherwise, if they want, we'll organize a meeting and all of us can do together. And then if there are any doubts, we'll note it down and then we'll get back to you. All right. If any of you have questions, please. You have to unmute yourself, Kusuma.
I have a question. Now, some of the pathways, they look a bit similar. Okay. So, your icebreaker may also be a bit similar for both the pathways, isn't it? For example, leadership and persuasive influence or dynamism in leadership, they're a bit similar. So my icebreaker also, I'll have to innovate myself a lot to make it very different from each other, right?
Absolutely. Brilliant, can I answer? So I will just tell you of my experience. When I started Dynamic Leadership Icebreaker, I had kept up a theme that respect should come from our heart and not from our lips. So my entire icebreaker went off on how I met a lot of leaders in my entire life. Yeah. And in my second part, persuasive influence, I had kept up a theme of probably yes, probably no. So how I have seen people being quite persuasive in their lives, they're not being necessarily a leader. So it all depends upon you. Icebreaker is the perspective what you give about your life to the members to know. So it all depends upon you.
Thank you.
So just to say all of you before the next question, one of my club members who is a teenager, probably Gen Z, he said selecting the pathways in Toastmasters website was easier than selecting pizzas in Swiggy's. Yeah. So he said at least in Swiggy's I had to make the payment and in Toastmasters I didn't have to make the payment. It's so easy. Don't have to worry about it. It's extremely easy for you to do. Yeah. Next question.
Hi, Vivek. I would just like to share 2 minutes. I've already selected my pathway and started working on it and finished level 1. What you have both said is absolutely correct. One thing which really helped me was I started selecting another pathway after I did that quiz. Okay. And through that AI, I landed up somewhere else and I realized that was the correct one. So I think we should all go through the process and figure out, what is the right one for us. Yeah.
Absolutely. You are right. I think I've chosen the third path in the last 2 years as visionary communication. I knew I wanted to get into visionary communication. However, I wanted the AI to tell me. So let's do that first. I always recommend, please take the assessment. That will help you to know who you are. Somebody else recommends you something, B.R. Vivek has recommended, say, let's take Anushri or to Mayuri that, Mayuri, for you, you have to do dynamic leadership. So Mayuri, your response to it is, thank you, Vivek. I will take the assessment. Yeah. So please take the assessment first. Please take the assessment.
Yeah, and most important is please be honest. It's not for anyone else, because you may feel कि मुझे coaching का ही जाना चाहिए, and you may respond accordingly, but reality is let's start with understanding what is the immediate need, because first level, once you achieve that, then it is easier for you to move to the next path. For example, like Vivek said, I did not know what it will throw up. I wanted to start my effective coaching path, but like everyone else, I took the assessment and it said you start with visionary communication. I said, okay, let me do that. After I finished my visionary communication, I gave the assessment again and it said persuasive influence. And I'm like, अरे यार, मुझे तो coaching ही चाहिए था. So it's like if you are honest with yourself, it will throw, because the assessment may not be 100% correct, because if you are not responding appropriately based on your learnings, it will throw results which you will say, "Arey, ye to galat aa gaya." Right? And third time around, after I finished the persuasive influence and the visionary communication, it threw up effective coaching. So there is a logic behind all the mechanism that we say as AI, but it is based on facts, based on data that we provide, and if we provide it honestly, then you will get the best outcome. And as I was saying, I'll just share, Kusuma, you asked a question, and this is where I want to share this interesting document with you. I'm sorry, just a moment. So as you can see, there is so much available. If you look at just leadership development, it talks about what are the things that you will achieve. And I move one level up, there is a change in the type of project. So icebreaker is something which will remain constant, but it's up to you how you want to align your icebreaker to the project. So if you're thinking of doing something different, this is the best way.
Thank you.
So Gaurang, you will have the task of requesting members to come up with their evaluation sheets for every meeting, because I'll tell you the practical thing is that people will end up coming, in conventional or the previous paths where you used to go those books. It was quite easy to go and hand over that book to the evaluator. In online meetings and in offline meetings now for pathways, they should have gone to specific project, downloaded the evaluation sheet, and sent to the evaluator. Say a good practice says a 1 day in advance, connect with the evaluator and tell them, is there any specific point they want them to notice upon in that speech. So Gaurang, you will have to be ready with it. Keep reminding people to download that evaluation sheet and come for meetings. Yeah, others, any queries?
Yeah, one suggestion would be, Vivek, if you can arrange for a trainer on the evaluation part for the club members,
Okay.
so that while initially we may have a couple of members from the outside, it will be easier, so that every club member gets the best evaluation from whatever sources are available.
All right. I think their first meeting we had called Jeevan, Prasanna, Samal and myself, we three were the evaluators, because we all had crossed those division levels, and they really found the difference of a good evaluator evaluating their speeches. I think that has to be done. Yeah, others, quickly. Girija, I'm a bit hungry, so quickly we can. Just kidding. We are here always for you. Don't worry.
We are all hungry for knowledge.
Correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I had a very busy day today. From morning.
From morning, it has been extremely busy for you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I actually wanted to ask a question here. What are the best tips I can give for introduction? Because every time we will fumble. The first, it will be very similar to give the same kind of introduction and a bit monotonous, you can say, in the introduction. So how can we make it a bit different each time we give our speech?
Give 2 or 3 icebreakers. So I think you heard what Mayuri told when I told her about my way of giving. I am happy to fail in Toastmasters. Please come and fail. Let's learn from others. Let's learn from. There's nothing like first time I should be always perfect. Impossible. Extremely impossible. Yeah. So I think I vividly remember people I have always looked out for, Brilliant or Sapna Ori. She's the present CGD, the club growth director. They have always told us that I once lost an area contest and I was quite sad. And Sapna said, Vivek, please smile so that next time you will do well. So that's what I would say. Anushri, come, prepare, get your speech verified with your mentor. The mentor will give you a lot of tips. You will get to know about it. Deliver it. If you fail, what's going to happen? All of us are going to applaud for you. Yeah, over to Brilliant.
So Anushri, I would say CLKK. Forget about CLKK because that is the biggest fear that we all have, whether we like it or not. Our upbringing has been such that we are always compared. Sharma ji ka ladka ko 98 mila, tumko 97 mila, and that always stays and remains with us. It took a lot of time for many of us to overcome that. But being a part of Toastmasters, one thing which, if you paid attention to what Xavier started off with, the mission of the club is that it provides a positive and a supportive environment. This is a place where I say there are three E's for you. E, eloquent elites, of course, it's there, but explore the space, experiment, do things which you feel have never been tested, and most important is enjoy. Don't worry about everyone or anyone else. Today I spoke in English and Hindi. Ideally, Vivek knows this, right? I try to bring in elements which probably people have not even thought of because I want to enjoy this. I don't want to be put at a gunpoint and said you have to do it in this manner. Even in a formal session, you can be humorous, you can be down to earth, yet people can connect with you. It is not about being Shashi Tharoor always. It is okay once in a while you bring in Aila, ye kya ho gaya? Right? Because people will instantly connect and say, अरे यार ये तो मेरा dialogue था, ये इसने कैसे उठा लिया? So that is what you need to bring in. Be yourself. Do not worry about others. The problem comes in when we start saying, shit, अभी मयूरी ने ऐसा किया तो next time मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा if I am the MC? Isn't it? It happens and it's natural for all of us. One thing which I have learned at Toastmasters is to experiment, experiment, experiment. While Vidya Valan said entertainment, 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 she is in Chembur, I am in Ghatkopar, but I will continue to say, do whatever you can to experiment. Sometimes you have to be crazy. I remember one of the clubs, I just went as an evaluator with a mask. I wore a mask, a Dracula mask, and I gave my evaluation. Why? Because I wanted to enjoy. I did not want to show my face. That day I had a bad hair day probably. But the objective was to make people have fun, at the same time provide the effective feedback. Can I do that? The answer is yes. Ralph C. Smedley, our founder, said, we learn best in moments of fun. And if you're having fun, nothing can stop you, Anushri. It doesn't matter what you think about what others will say. What matters is what you think about yourself for your icebreaker or for other speeches.
I think I'll just steal one story from what Brilliant had told in one of our district officer training program. He said that he noticed a lady whom he knows quite well had come with crutches for the Toastmasters meeting. And he was quite worried and asked, what happened to you suddenly? She said, nothing. I'm the R counter and I'm here to count the crutches, words and other things. That's why I've come to the meeting with the crutches. So that's what Toastmasters is all about. Let's have fun. Anushri?
Yes, sir, got it.
Thank you. Yeah, others?
So I think Vivek is now really in a hurry. He's Vivek is waiting for him. I think,
कुकर का 4 विजिल आ गया, मेरा बीवी मुझे देख रही है.
waiting. अरे मेरा दाल अभी ठंडा हो रहा है. So Vivek and Brilliant, thanks a lot. You all have been great mentors, great guides for all of us, and we hope this will continue for some more years. Thank you very much.
Why some more years? We want it to continue forever in the club. Younger generation should take it up, and then everybody should grow as business leaders, and whatever they aspire to be, they should have the confidence to develop that. So that is what they have been there in Toastmasters for so long. Like Brilliant joined when I was there 12 years back. So if not for my circumstances, I also would have continued because I went on going abroad and I've completed some of the sessions there. Then I said it is becoming impossible. That's why I had to drop out. And I'm so happy that I'm starting again. And today morning as I stood there, I was just telling myself, if I remember to say everything that I thought of, then it is a success for me. That's it. So I just went on. Whatever I had planned, could I say that? And it gave me a lot of confidence. So like you said, चार लोग क्या बोलेंगे, जोड़ देना चाहिए. Thank you so much, Brilliant. It's so beautiful.
So just one more minute. I have a query to Brilliant. Just for the information for all of you, I have a twin brother, and he is also a Toastmaster in Vizag. So we look exactly similar, just that he doesn't have a mush and I have a mush. And both of us have one question for Brilliant. So he called me a few minutes back, and I said, Brilliant is talking, so I'll talk to you later. Brilliant, my question to you is: 12 years of Toastmasters, you have been a member, finished ALB, ALC, you have been area director, governor, district director, regional advisor, parliamentarian. Your Facebook post has lot of Toastmasters. So my brother and I together have one question. What makes you keeps going on and on and on in Toastmasters?
There is one tablet.
Please give us.
No, honestly speaking, it's because what I personally have experienced is the more you get involved, and I keep saying this, it's like a buffet. It's a buffet offering where each time you go back, you will find the taste different because there is a new serving that has come in. And I have explored, I have experimented. Girija, I don't think you were there when I delivered my P5. My P5 was about body language in the old curriculum, and it's all about how effectively you can use your body. I used to be a speaker, I used to be a participant in elocution, in debates, but always behind the lectern. That's how we used to be, right? In schools, we did not have the freedom to move. So my mentor said, in this project, you are naked, you are in front of the audience. And mentally, I had prepared how to do things, and everything is like it needs to be planned. So my mentor had already told me that you need to plan everything, practice, and make sure you deliver. Without practice, if I see that you are delivering, then you will have to repeat the project. That's the kind of messaging and the relationship that we had. While it was not a mandate, we did that. And on the day of the event, Girija, you may remember, the venue was not available for us, and we shifted to venues and avenues, which was a new venue in Andheri. We used to meet somewhere else. And suddenly I realized that this meeting place has a raised platform, unlike the earlier one, which was flat and no levels. It was flat. So I had mentally prepared for everything. And my project P5 body language, what better for a Mumbaiker than traveling in a train? And there was one sequence in my speech where I was talking about how I stood with my hands up in the air from the Ambernath station till Dadar. I couldn't get down, and at Dadar, when I had to move, I just moved myself and people pushed me out. I literally fell down because I didn't realize the gap between the raised platform and the floor, and it hit my shoulder and I was in pain. My evaluator said what a fantastic gesture it was. I really could feel the emotion. I truly wish I could tell her that I was in pain at that time. But I realized that when you start exploring, when you start experimenting, there are so many things that you achieve. For example, today I come up with something weird. I've started looking at Indian movies to bring into my presentations, which never used to happen. Because what I felt is, if we restrict ourselves to the way we do, because there is always a guideline that is given, the standards may be set by norms, but there is always a better way to do it. So I have believed in that, and at Toastmasters I've been learning. Even today I found something very interesting. For example, simple thing like putting that balloon, Mayuri, that was something which no one told you probably. I mean, even if it was told, it's something different. We never thought about it. We always think about wallpapers. Doing it differently is what makes a difference. And I believe that small prop of that balloon made a difference to your role today. And I'm taking it back, and probably in one of the sessions when I'm talking, Shahnaz Ibrahim was the name of that lady who came up with crutches for our counters role. In one of my sessions, I keep remembering her 12 years since that happened. So maybe in future I'll have a session where Mayuri's name will also come in, and Xavier also starting on time without wasting any of people say, "Arey start kare ki nahi kare." He just started, and I'm like, "Arey, ye kya ho gaya?" And it happens, right? Because you're not used to it. That's how it should be. If you're if you're doing a role, get into that and execute it to the best of your ability. And that's what has kept me motivated.
Actually,
and
I was when I started, I was thinking, oh my God, did I start abruptly, or it is like I wanted to for a signal to go on, because I read the agenda 8 o'clock, and I had to start at 8 o'clock. I said, let me start. If after the session I will say apologize if I've started abruptly.
No, that's really great. I mean, as I said, no one needs to tell you if you know what your role is. So I'll probably share Shehnaz's photograph because Girija, you may or may know this person.
Yes.
You may have seen her in our club. She was a member.
Yes.
This is Shehnaz, and this is the story. This is the slide that I spoke about every time I get an opportunity. She's a permanent fixture in terms of the role of the R counter.
Lovely.
Just for the information of all, today we have the Area B5 contest, and Xavier was our Chief Sergeant at Arms, and he only opened up the meeting, and he did a wonderful job.
Thank you, Vivek. Vivek, I got a call also. You referred me to somebody named Kavita, so she had called me.
I think she's going to call you for division level.
She had called me, and I told her that probably, Kavita, I do not know how am I placed next week, because of the COVID cases and everything. I think it is going to take a lot of time.
Okay.
And if I commit myself and I'm not able to do that, that is not right. So I said probably this week you can look at for somebody else, but I will surely look at the opportunity in the future. So I told her that. Thank you for referring.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for referring. It's nice.
Kusuma, I am leaving. Please.
Thank you.
Yeah. Getting cold.
Mayuri was a little worried because one is there are some people are Toastmasters and some people are Rotarians and she does not know any of them. She's completely new. So whom to call Toastmaster, whom to call Rotarian? If I make some mistake, then what will happen? I said, nobody will say anything. All the Toastmasters are our family and we are all together. Don't worry. But we go better prepared. That's it. We go as best as we can prepared and nothing to worry. And she did a fabulous job. Amazing it was.
I would like to add that that was a balloon bursting, by the way. Three of them burst during the speech. Thanks that I was on mute that you guys couldn't hear it. I took up the role day before, and it's only thanks to Kusuma ji and Girija ji that I could pull it off, because I'm not kidding. Like, from helping me gather information, like explaining the flow to doing the dry run, and I mean, I think at least I would like to admit that from day before to today, I've gone to Girija ji 3 times saying, I feel so nervous. I think I'm regretting why did I take it up, and I don't think I'm going to live it up. But I think, like, you all mentioned the role of mentor, and that's what it.
Fabulous. When we all work together, and it's a very beautiful feeling.